World War I, one of the deadliest conflicts in human history, changed the world forever. But how did it all begin? What led to a war so brutal that it reshaped politics, borders, and societies for generations? This is the story of World War I, the Great War that changed everything. In the early 20th century, Europe was a continent of empires and rivalries. The world was at peace, or so it seemed. But beneath the surface, tensions were growing. Powerful nations were competing for land, resources, and influence, and secret alliances were forming behind closed doors. The world was divided into two main alliances: the Triple Entente, consisting of Britain, France, and Russia, and the Triple Alliance, made up of Germany, Austria, Hungary, and Italy. These alliances were supposed to prevent war, but instead, they set the stage for disaster. On June 28, 1914, a single gunshot changed history. Archduke Franz Ferdinand, heir to the Austro-Hungarian throne, was assassinated in Sarajevo by a Serbian nationalist named Gavrilo Princip. Austria-Hungary blamed Serbia and, with Germany's support, declared war. But what started as a regional conflict quickly spiraled out of control. Russia supported Serbia, Germany declared war on Russia and France, Britain joined in, and within weeks, the world was at war. This wasn't a war of quick victories. Instead, soldiers found themselves trapped in an endless cycle of trench warfare. Along the Western Front, men lived in freezing, rat-infested trenches, battling not just the enemy, but disease, hunger, and exhaustion. New weapons made the war more brutal than ever before. Machine guns mowed down soldiers by the thousands, poison gas choked men in the trenches, and artillery barrages turned entire landscapes into wastelands. But World War I wasn't just fought in Europe. Battles raged in Africa, the Middle East, and even the Pacific. The Ottoman Empire joined the war on Germany's side, leading to brutal campaigns in the deserts of Arabia and the beaches of Gallipoli. Meanwhile, Japan entered the war, capturing German territories in the Pacific. This truly was the first global war. In 1917, the war took a dramatic turn. German submarines had been attacking neutral ships, and when the British intercepted a secret message, the infamous Zimmermann telegram proposing an alliance between Germany and Mexico, the United States had had enough. The U.S. declared war on Germany, bringing fresh troops, supplies, and morale to the exhausted Allies. The tide was turning. By 1918, Germany was collapsing. Facing food shortages, mutinies, and an unstoppable Allied advance, Germany finally surrendered. On November 11, 1918, at 11 a.m., the guns fell silent. The war was over. But peace came at a cost. The Treaty of Versailles placed full blame on Germany, forcing it to pay massive reparations and give up territories. These harsh terms sowed the seeds for another global conflict, World War II. World War I redrew the map of the world. Old empires like Austria-Hungary and the Ottoman Empire disappeared. New countries like Poland, Czechoslovakia, and Yugoslavia were born. But the war also left deep scars. Millions were dead, entire cities were destroyed, and a whole generation was lost. And while the world tried to move on, the unresolved tensions of World War I would soon lead to an even deadlier conflict just 2 decades later. World War I was meant to be the war to end all wars, but instead, it laid the foundation for future conflicts. The lessons of this war still echo in our world today. So, what can we learn from this war? Could history repeat itself? Let's continue the conversation. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like and subscribe. We cover history, conflicts, and events that shaped our world. Want us to cover another historical event? Let us know in the comments.